Look at this. I turn up. He immediately puts a camera in thy face. UncleRed. We want. So, hello everybody, how are you? I hope you're all safe and I hope you are all well. You join myself, UncleRed and Maynard out and about today. It is grey, it is a bit gloomy, but it says it is going to remain dry, so we've decided to risk it. We've come out, we're on the bikes, and yeah, why not? The temps are good as well. Feels oddly warm. We're currently on the hunt for blossom trees, as you can see. Red and Maynard have both got their flashy little cameras and yeah, taking some nice shots. And that right there is the scene, innit, about how we know it's coming up. Spring's here. Oh, good stuff. Alright, so what do I want to talk about today? Well, recently I've been seeing a lot of videos posted about GoPros. Now, whilst I don't use GoPros myself, I've never owned a GoPro, I've never used the GoPro, that's my own. Red's obviously occasionally put a GoPro on the bike and we've used GoPros for some of my shots and some of my videos, but I've never actually had to power it on, set it up or change batteries. I've never had to do it, so I don't want to get involved in the is GoPro, you know, bad argument, because I don't know. The video quality has always impressed me, but from what I can tell from Red, who's not happy at that Volkswagen, is that it comes with its issues, and I've seen a lot of videos recently on YouTube of other motovloggers complaining about them as well. So it has led me to make a video on it. And recently I was on a live with the Peaky Biker, Moto Travels, Haggis Whisperer, Fasty Rides, and it, you know, it was good. It was just good to, you know, that the live was good. It was good to get chatting with those boys. But we also brought up the sort of the camera argument as well, because whilst GoPro does seem to have been the #1 choice for many years, it's not necessarily a motovlogging camera. It's not what GoPro will massively advertise it as. It will be the extreme sports, the adventure, the snowboarding, etc. But it does beg that question of how did it ever become a motovlogging camera? And does it, in theory, actually work? Well, obviously yes, because, like I say, it's been used for years. People have made countless videos of it, but they're starting to run into problems. And for me, I don't want to jump on that bandwagon and say, oh, GoPros are terrible cameras, they're bad. But I would say that they haven't reached out to motovloggers enough, and they haven't developed their cameras in a way that it's ever going to help this community. And I think that is why a few of you are starting to, you know, consider, debate whether GoPro deserve your custom anymore, and are there better options out there? Red, what's wrong with your camera?
Right, so quick lowdown for anyone. Mobile phone cameras, fine, superb, so long as you don't smash them, great. Now, the Insta360 here, this is a great example of how to make a camera. It works. I've not had a single problem with this. GoPro, however, I'm still running GoPro Hero 7. Now, the moment we got into Dunstable, it's almost like the camera knew and just didn't want to turn on. So all of that footage that I could have got, haven't got it. So we've parked up here, I've taken the battery out, put it back in again, turned it on, the camera's fine. GoPro, why can't you make a camera that just fucking works? I'm not upgrading to the 10 or the 11. I don't want a bigger battery, all this extra smart bullshit. I just want a camera, right, that can record in 4K, maybe 2.7K at 60 FPS, right? Very nice quality. I just want it to fucking work.
He's so specific.
No. I want it to work, GoPro, right? When you do your updates, I want them to work. I want your camera to turn on when I want it to turn on. Do you hear me?
I think they hear
Please.
me. Please.
Right, so you've heard from UncleRed firsthand about what he currently thinks of GoPro, and the fact that he wants a camera that just works, because even today, and we haven't planned it, but even today he is running into some issues with his GoPro, so that is unfortunate. I hope that has resolved itself, because I know he was filming. I'm not going over those spikes. Don't know why, I just have weird OCD about it. So yeah, he wants a camera that works, and apparently that is not GoPro anymore. So interesting, isn't it? It really is interesting, especially when you've got someone like me who doesn't use GoPro, you know, probably uses a bit more of a budget brand in drift, but I am happy with how my drift performs. I've run into issues. I have had the audio cables go a few times, and then I've had I think I've just had basically where it screws into that failed on the Ghost, which is why I got the Ghost XL. But I've been really happy with this XL. The camera works perfectly, so it's one of those, where does the future lie? I know Red's been crying for Insta360 to make a more motovlogging friendly camera, so that he could potentially use an Insta360 as his main motovlogging camera. I know a lot of people are going over to the I think it's like the Action DXL or something like that. I know even like Bandit Man UK is currently selling his GoPros because of, you know, maybe perhaps finding something a bit better suited or whatever it may be. But you know, that's not to say the GoPros are bad, because they do still work. You can still make a motovlogging channel with them. So I'd highly recommend. I did think there was a reason this car was going a bit slower than I thought they should be going. I didn't realise anyone actually ever turned in there, but so yeah, where does that leave us? You know, does there need to be a new manufacturer come in and actually make a motovlogging camera? Does a motorcyclist or a group of motorcyclists have to come together and actually build a motovlogging camera? I don't know. I'm in that dilemma at the moment, where I am thinking that it's time that I started to release in 2.7K. So I probably need a 4K capable camera. I did think about getting the Drift 4K when that first came out, but I watched enough reviews and it very swiftly put me off. But Drift have now released a new camera. They've now got the Drift XL Pro. Now, unfortunately, I don't know anyone who's got the camera or tested the camera, so I'm going to have to watch some reviews before making a decision. But yeah, maybe that will be my option, or maybe I'm going to have to look elsewhere. You know, Drift customer service isn't the greatest. The Drift cameras certainly aren't the greatest. There are better out there. Hello. He didn't nod back to me. Hurtful. There are better out there, but I think it is time. It is time for this channel to start getting 4K capable views, or 2.7, you know, obviously with YouTube. Because I think I've done all right with 1080p, and I don't mind it, but the quality isn't there. A lot of everyone, near enough, every other motovlogger has better quality videos than me. The image stabilization isn't there on this camera, so a lot of people have said that the videos are quite jerky, and I'm all right with that. You know, it's honest, it's honesty. I'd rather everybody be honest than not. So it's time for an upgrade, but what will that be? Please do leave some suggestions in the comments, because ultimately I don't really make many decisions anymore without you guys. So your input would be greatly appreciated. I'm interested to know what everyone thinks, you know, the current issues are, because when we were talking about this on the live the other night, on Peaky Bikers Live, we were saying about, you know, GoPro don't like collaborating, in my opinion, with anybody. They want everything to do with their cameras and everything you buy to be with them. I did wait, mate. Yeah, they want everything to be with them. So they don't like it when you buy all these external modifications. They don't like it when you decide to tamper with the camera and make it better because there is more available, better software or better this, better that. I don't know. So I don't like that. Surely GoPro, the massive company that it is, can afford to maybe bring some of these people, bring some of these companies on board, even if it's just to make a one product collab. You know, how many times do we see that in the world nowadays? As I found out by Bike Beards and Brews, you know, Justin Bieber has done a collaboration with Vespa. So why can't GoPro do that with, I don't know, chin mounts or one of the external microphone modifiers? Because that way you're going to get an ultimate better product. And the issue with Drift is that they're lazy. Drift have had an opportunity to go into this market head on and take the fight to GoPro, and I feel like they just never have. They've played it safe. They've released cameras that they know work, but really don't push the boat out. How are they not going to put image stabilization on a camera that was only released about 2 years ago? It's crazy to me if the technology was there. I don't know. And their customer service isn't great. And there seems to only be one person in the whole of the warehouse. Or if they even have a warehouse. I think they have a distributor. I don't know where Drift is from. I think it's American, but their warehouse is definitely in China because all the packages I've ever received from them is, you know, have Chinese cities on them. And I think it's literally one distribution center, one administrative person running the whole operation. You're never gonna like build up the company and take the fight to GoPro with that setup. It's just, yeah, it's not possible and it's not practical. It's so much so with their laziness that Insta360 has arose and now taken the fight. You've got other companies that have DXL and stuff like that that have come into the fight. It's an opportunity missed from Drift, but I don't know. I don't know where else to look. I really don't. I am a bit narrow-minded when it comes to this stuff. So hence why I need your guys' suggestion. But also let me know what the problem is. And is there any immediate solution? You know, is there any upcoming products or upcoming companies or upcoming statements that you have seen that give you a remote bit of hope that perhaps someone's got this already working in the background? So yeah, hopefully I haven't ranted on too much, ranted and raved too much. I hope not. I do try and keep these videos as short as possible, but you know what it's like sometimes. Like I said before, let me know in the comments what issues you guys think surround the current camera options or the current camera scene for motovloggers. Let me know your suggestions for a new camera, because I am looking to upgrade from the Drift Ghost XL, especially in time for the saddlebags ride. And then, as always, if you enjoyed the video, why not give it a like? If you are new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so trying to get there as quickly as possible. And whatever you do, if you do both, if you do neither, whatever, at least leave a comment, because I absolutely love to hear from you guys. Right, I'm going to call it a day, get home, maybe give Kermit here a little bit of a wash. And until the next time, cheers, guys.